Last on Rich Men, Poor Men, Book 2.
Still enforced a committee meeting. He filed a censure motion against you. Of course, they have to vote it out of Paxton's committee first.
That's a comforting thought.
You need a simple majority in the committee to quash this censure move.
Who can I count on?
Can you fly your mother in?
Well, Senator Jordache. My, how well you're looking.
What are...
But then, of course, an aspen tan is always so very attractive, isn't it? Come on now, Rudy, I know you. You're the all-time rational man. You plan, you think, you know exactly what you're doing.
Maggie, this isn't a courtroom. I'm not a hostile witness. You can't cite me for contempt if you don't like my answers.
I did what I had to do.
You sat here with me, working out strategy, figuring who we could count on.
I warned you this could happen.
Warned me? That you put my career on the line as a reprimand? Is that your idea, slapping my wrists?
Waited quite a while before he saw a doctor.
I guess I was hoping it wasn't true.
Do you know who the father is?
Yes.
You're not still letting what happened between us get to you. Ramona, everybody makes mistakes. We were a mistake. That's all.
I know.
What are you gonna do? Pick up guys again?
What difference does it make? What's the matter with you?
Stay.
Are we playing doubles?
Doubled?
Your wife, is she playing?
Oh, Claire. No, Claire is keeping to herself these days.
Yeah, she had the flu the last time.
Well, I try to respect her wishes.
How do you do that?
By leaving her to herself.
Kate? Stay.
You really want to buy it for a guy like Falconetti? Tricore Hotel. He works as a security guard.
What do you have?
River and water.
Who is it?
Al Barber. Shut the door. That blonde kid I've been asking you about. What does he want you for?
Look, I've told you, I don't know anything about...
I'm sick of you. You've been trouble since the first day you landed here. Every time I tell you to do something, you do just the opposite. Now I want to start again. Only this time I don't want no fairy tales. Now who's that kid?
I live in this closet, and I don't go anywhere,
and I don't see anyone. But do I complain? No, there's never a peep out of me.
That kid, he's downstairs and he's packing a piece. Now, why does he want to blow you up?
Well, you see, there's a misunderstanding. He seems to think I had something to do with the death of his father.
Did you?
Yes.
You stay right here. Don't stick your head out of this room, and don't answer the phone unless it rings once and then stops. That'll be me.
Barbara, I'm the last person that would want to cause trouble. You see, Mr. Estep and I, well, we have a deal. And I certainly wouldn't want to foul that up.
What the hell is he keeping you around for?
We have a mutual interest.
What?
You know him? Uh-uh. You sure? I'm positive.
Bourbon and soda scotch on the rocks.
What's the matter with you? It's my fault. It's my fault.
It's been a
Sorry.
long day.
That picture didn't help any.
What picture?
The one that made you jump.
I'm just clumsy.
Where'd you meet him? Here at the hotel?
I never saw him before. Give me another setup.
Look, I know he's the kind of guy you want to forget. Only I can't.
You a friend of his?
Huh.
Then why do you want him?
I got an old debt to settle.
You gonna hurt him?
If I find him.
He's freaky, you know. I went out with him once. He had a gun. And the things he wanted to do, when I wouldn't, he started pounding on me. I was sore for a week. I'll tell you, there's still positions I can't get into.
Where is he?
He's got a room above the kitchen, second floor. 242. Awful place. Got bugs. They come from the kitchen. He ought to feel right at home, cockroach.
Thanks.
Hey, hurt him a little for me, will you?
Falconetti?
Who is it?
Al Barber wants to see you right now.
I gotta get dressed.
Hurry up. He's really burned about something.
All right, all right.
Falconetti, shake it up. Falconetti!
That's a rather lengthy deposition. Mr. White's been taking it for the past 2 days. Look, has he gotten my messages? All right, I'd like to speak to Mr. Barrows. How convenient for him. How long will he be in court? No, I would not like to leave a message. I would like to speak to either Mr. White or to Mr. Barrows. You do that. You tell them I called. Again. Thank you. Where did you find that?
Well, I was looking for some extra hangers. And lo and behold, on the top shelf of the closet, I find the secret vice of Rudy Jordache, United States Senator.
I'd forgotten I had this.
Play something.
Are you kidding? I haven't played this thing since high school. And that was 100 years ago.
The Harry James of...
Port Phillip.
I bet all the girls just swooned over you.
As a matter of fact, no.
You were restless last night. One time you were hanging on to me for dear life, and the next minute you were trying to push me out of bed.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to keep you awake.
That's all right. You've got a lot to be restless about.
Just before I fell asleep, my mother's face popped into my mind. I don't know why, but there she was, looking at me with those moist eyes of hers. I haven't really thought about her for years. That's the way I always remember her, just on the verge of tears. I needed you last night.
And now?
I still need you.
But you're feeling guilty about Maggie. When did that start?
Lately I've been having a craving for a cigarette. It must be the tension.
You're falling apart, Senator. Next thing you know, you'll be having an affair with 2 women. Ignoring it isn't going to change anything.
You make a joke out of it?
I could whine if you like.
These feelings for Maggie, you take it so easily?
No. Sometimes I think I might be pushing you too hard. Maybe I shouldn't have just shown up here. Maybe we need some room to breathe.
I keep telling myself with the censure hearings coming up that I don't have the time to make a decision. But that's an excuse. I just don't want to face the fact that I have to make a choice.
Well, you don't have to do it right this minute. Come on, Harry. For old time's sake.
Oh, all right.
No wonder nobody swooned.
I think I've lost my lip. Now, wait a minute. I'll give up.
Who said living in the past was all that bad?
the present isn't a bad place to be either. I am a United States Senator, Eddie. I can't get anyone to return my phone calls. Every prominent attorney in New York and Washington is suddenly unavailable.
That's rough.
It is more than that. My career is on the line. The United States Senate is about to take on one of its own, with all the power and the resources of the government, and I'm standing out there like some kid with a cap gun. I need an established law firm to handle my defense. People with the means to dig up material, find witnesses.
Have you tried White and Barrows?
Every time I try White, he's either on another line or else taking a deposition. The same thing with his partner.
Well, I went to law school with Harley White. I'll see if I can arrange a meeting.
I was hoping you could do more than that, Eddie.
Rudy, I know we've been your attorneys for 8 years, but well, we're corporation lawyers. We'd be lost at those censure hearings.
I'm asking for your help. Not as a man who's put a lot of money into your pocket, but as a friend.
Rudy, don't you do this to me. Don't you use friendship to push me up against the wall. Things have changed in Washington. It's dangerous to buck the powers that be.
I've had a lot of doors slamming in my face, ever since I went after Estep. But nothing like this. You want to know a secret, Eddie? I'm scared. For the first time in my political career, I am frightened to death.
You're frightened. Those guys in the White House, the ones around Nixon, they keep lists. Either you're for them or you're an enemy. If you're an enemy, your name goes on a list.
And I'm on the list. That's why doors keep slamming in my face.
From the minute you went after Charles Estep. Yes. Tell her I'm busy. I'll be with her in a minute. I can still call Harley White for you.
It's long distance. Don't waste your money.
Rudy, isn't there any way you can make peace with them?
Too late, even if I had the inclination.
Well, you know, if there were anything I could do, I'd do it.
Keep telling yourself that, Eddie. Maybe it'll help you get to sleep.
Hello, Rudy.
Maggie.
I didn't realize you were the VIP in there with Eddie.
Well, someone was being kind. Have you heard from Diane?
No. Police aren't very encouraging about that. It seems you don't find a runaway unless they want to be found.
She'll be getting in touch.
Hope so. Well, I'm due inside.
Maggie.
Yeah.
I tried to call you several times.
I know.
Seems like this is my week for not getting phone calls returned.
Tell you the truth, Rudy, I didn't know what to say to you. And I figured we both could use some time to cool off.
You seem to have managed it.
Thank you. I don't want to bash you over the head with your skis anymore, if that's what you mean.
We ever gonna sit down and talk like two rational people?
Ah, I'll tell you, I am so bloody sick of being rational. You know, I kind of liked myself the other day in your office, all sort of unreasonable emotion and jealous and angry. Cleared my sinuses.
If I call you when I get back from Washington, will I get an answer?
Well, you won't know until you try, will you?
Well, come on. Maggie, meet me halfway.
Why? I mean, what's in it for me?
You won't know until you try it. Can I call you?
If you'd like. If you suit me.
Minor setback, you said. He'll survive, you said.
Yeah, I love the way Annie sings this song. I'd like her to open the act with it.
You were after my stepfather from the beginning.
My stepfather's a big boy now. He's more than capable of taking care of himself. What do you think of the song?
You conned me into helping you sink him.
No. No, you conned yourself into thinking that you weren't going to hurt him by giving me John Franklin's name. That just made it a whole lot easier to accept all those things I offered you.
I don't like myself for a lot of reasons. The main one being I listen to you. You're right. There is something eating at me. Maybe it's ambition, maybe it's fear. But whatever it is, I'm not feeding it at Rudy's expense anymore.
I'm afraid that, for better or for worse, we're stuck with each other, Billy.
I'm not part of your family, Estep. From now on, think of me as an orphan.
You stole confidential information in a Senate investigation. You could go to jail for something like that.
Yeah, I made a mistake. Right. But I'm not going to compound it by crawling into bed with you. Your new record company, my $200,000 a year job, your big plans for Annie, just shove them!
Billy. However this ends, we're both going to be there at the finish.
You want to come after me? Fine. I'll be waiting. But not here. Okay, you guys, that's it.
What are you doing?
You're right. You're not cut out to be a saloon singer, especially for him.
I don't understand. I open in a few days.
Come on, we're going home.
I have a contract.
Yeah, he can sue us.
Billy,
Annie, go to your dressing room, get your things. I'll meet you upstairs. You can't buy them all, Charlie boy. Yeah, that's right. 2 one-ways to New York. Annie Adams and Billy Abbott. Do you have a connecting flight from New York City to Washington, D.C.? Yeah, right. That's just one. Billy Abbott. Yeah, that's a round trip, too. Right. All set. We leave at 6.
Well, my handy-dandy little manager, the one who's going to make all my dreams come true.
Hey, have I let you down yet?
Yes.
When?
Right now. You sure are acting awfully loose and fast with my career, Billy.
Hey, you were the one that came here kicking and screaming. I finally woke up to the fact that you were right. Vegas isn't your style.
It's a stepping stone. You said so yourself.
Baby, the world is full of stones. We'll find another.
The record company that Charles owns.
Charles?
has 10 times the amount of money for promotion than Greenway has.
Charles. You mean he's been dipping into more than your professional career?
You dirty-minded little hustler. You think the shortest distance between 2 points is an angle. Well, I finally found someone who's talking straight to me for a change.
Charles.
Yes, Charles. He thinks I should do movies.
Oh? He has a movie studio, too?
He's thinking of buying one.
Estep doesn't care about you or your career. He's after me. He wants to tie me into knots, and he's using you to do it.
I know you two have a problem.
Did he tell you what that problem was?
He doesn't like the way you're handling my career. And I gotta say, I'm starting to agree with him.
Annie, look, it doesn't matter what promises he made you. It wasn't for the reasons you think. When he's through with you, baby, you're gonna hurt. He'll see to it.
He's not like that. You see, he cares for me, aside from my career.
Would you hear a word I said to you?
Probably not.
You're a big girl. Just like my stepfather's a big boy.
Stay here, Billy. Share this with me.
One thing I always hated about school, biology. Never could stand to see those poor, helpless little frogs getting all cut up. Try to protect yourself in the clinches, Annie. Just remember, all I ever wanted was the best for you.
Wes?
Shut up!
I just got tired of waiting for Loverboy outside. You see, I've been waiting all afternoon. I know he's got to come home sooner or later. If I had something like this waiting here, I know I'd make it sooner. What do you do for him when he comes home? Huh? He'd be good. Be real quiet. Be good. Give me some of that. Get up. Get up.
No.
That was night. You see, before Loverboy gets back, you and me were gonna have some fun. Stop! Stop! You dropped that gun! Drop the gun up. Drop the gun up. Break it. Drop it. Put it down! Let her go. Don't you move. Don't move. Get up! Stay! You're gonna die just like your daddy did.
Well, no! Well, no! Well, no! He's gonna kill you! Wes!
I'm sorry. You all right? It's okay. He's gone now. I'm not going after him.
What?
Don't try to talk now. It's all right. Just take it easy.
What do you want here?
Nothing.
What, Wes?
It's all right now.
Hold me, please. Hold me.
I've got you. I've got you. Can you walk? Come on. Here, lie down.
No.
Come on, lie down.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. You're quite like a street fighter.
No, I'm just lucky.
Diane, maybe now you understand why I kept saying you couldn't stay. Diane, you're going home.
Wes, I told you.
But I'm not listening anymore. You're going back where you belong.
I belong here with you.
Well, this time I'm not putting you on a bus. I'm going to call your mother and tell her to come get you.
No.
Go get cleaned up, and then we'll get something to eat. And tomorrow your mother will come and take you home.
Wes, how can you do this to me?
Diane, it's for your own good.
I know what's for my own good.
Not this time you don't.
Wes, I love you. And I don't want to leave you.
Diane, you're going home.
Will I see you again?
I don't think so.
Because you don't want to.
Because there isn't any point to it. I'll call your mother.
I love you.
Yeah, I'd like to place a person-to-person call to New York City. This is Margaret Porter. No, I don't know the number. She's in the Manhattan book. Yeah, I'll wait. Yeah. I'll call again. Thanks. She's not home from work yet. What do you feel like eating? There's a good Chinese place down the street. Is that okay with you? Diane?
Diane?
Oh my God.
Well, it's a sure bet John Franklin's going to be a witness.
There has got to be more to this whole thing than John Franklin. If it were, it would just be his word against mine. Estep wouldn't have pushed for these hearings unless he was 99% sure he was going to get the verdict he wanted.
Well, that still leaves us with two problems. What does Estep plan to throw at us, and how do we fight it?
It's a funny feeling. A short while ago, I was sitting at a committee table asking the questions. Now I'm going to be in the witness chair answering them.
Well, it would be nice if we knew what they're going to be.
It's like waiting for the other shoe to drop. Is there a secretary out there? Yes? Maggie.
Word's out, you need a good mouthpiece. But I warn you, I don't work cheap.
Maggie Porter, my aide, Ken Katani.
How do you do?
Miss Porter.
Maggie.
Maggie.
In case you're wondering about my qualifications, 5 years with the Justice Department, member of Bobby Kennedy's staff for the investigation of Hoffa, working knowledge of the Hill, and several very good congressional contacts.
Grab her.
Oh, wait a minute, we haven't discussed my fee yet.
Oh, well, in that case, lawyer and client would like to be alone, and Senate aide could use some sleep. Keep the faith.
Yeah.
You the lady I met at Eddie Heath's office? The one who wasn't sure she wanted me to call her?
Oh, that was the female part. Lawyer part's here now.
Oh, amazing how you can separate the two.
Ah, it takes years of practice.
You serious about this?
Yes. I spoke with Eddie after you left. He gave me a rundown on the problems you're having finding an attorney for these hearings.
That the only reason?
Look, my being here has nothing... Scratch that. Has very little to do with our personal relationship. Rudy, you went out on a limb for me when you hired me. And I think now's probably a very good time to repay the debt.
Sounds logical.
All right. Look, we both have a lot of things to sort out about us. But first, these hearings have to be out of the way. Hey, maybe I am being very selfish. But the sooner they're over, the sooner we'll know where we stand.
There's nothing wrong with being a little selfish.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that reminds me. Mr. Heath made it perfectly clear that I am not representing the firm, so I've taken a leave of absence. That is, if you want me to represent you.
Best offer I've had all week.
Only offer you've had all week.
Well then, Miss Porter, looks like you're hired. Again.
I was on my way to the airport when you
Called. Thanks for coming.
How is she?
Oh, it looked a lot worse than it was. She didn't lose that much blood.
I thought they kept attempted suicides in the loony bin for observation.
I didn't go to the hospital. Something that called itself a doctor fixed her up.
You got any scotch?
After what that guy charged me, you're lucky that isn't water.
Need some money?
No, just somebody to rap with for a while.
Why'd she do it?
I was gonna send her home.
that's a lady who doesn't take rejection well.
Billy, what the hell am I gonna do?
Still want to send her home?
Yeah, I guess.
Get her a ticket and say goodbye.
Not that easy.
Afraid she'll do that again.
And this time I might not be around to stop her.
Oh. How do you feel about her?
I like her.
Wes, you like orange juice. You don't make it your life's work.
I can't help it. I feel responsible for her.
Why?
It was her first time.
Wes, everybody's a virgin at one time or another.
Wes.
It's all right. I'm here.
Look, maybe I shouldn't tell you this, but you better know everything. Last time I saw Ramona, I told her you were here.
Yeah?
Well, she didn't exactly burst into song.
What'd she say?
Something about things weren't that simple between you two anymore, and then she split.
Well, that's encouraging. You know, Billy, I'm just not sure about a lot of things. I mean, what it's all about.
I think you got problems. I got a story that'll tear your heart apart.
You got it made, you know it.
Yeah. It's a crummy world, you know? But it's full of snakes. I got them crawling all over me. So when you got somebody that cares for you, really cares for you, you shouldn't do anything to hurt them. I mean, you got a woman right there who's willing to kill herself for you. I mean, these days, that's pretty hard to come by.
Hi. Don't.
I have to.
Miss Scott, you are pregnant.
I'm not looking for an easy score, okay?
Okay. Don't.
I have to.
You know that time I told you I wasn't looking for an easy score? I wasn't looking to become a monk either.
Not here, Wes.
Okay.
Don't.
I have to.
I made a mistake. Worse for me than for you. I knew that even while that was happening. And I really think if I wasn't such a fool, we could have loved each other very much for the rest of our lives. Don't.
I have to.
Miss Scott, you are pregnant.
We could have loved each other very much for the rest of our lives.
Miss Scott, you are pregnant. Miss Scott, you are pregnant.
I'd like the travel office, please. Yes, I'd like a plane to Las Vegas.
Do you, Wesley Jordan, take this woman, Diane, to be your lawfully wedded wife? To love, honor, and cherish till death do you part?
I do.
And do you, Diane Porter, take this man Wesley to be your lawfully wedded husband? To love, honor, and cherish till death do you part?
I do.
Slip her the ring. It'll cost you $5 extra if you want to keep it. Very well, then. By the power vested in me by the state of Nevada, I now pronounce you man and wife. That'll be $25. Now, you may kiss the bride.